Portland Pickers!
We are the Portland Pickers, and in this video, I'm going to show you a little compact haul from we went to two sales?
Yes.
Two sales and
two restores.
Two restores. Thrift store. If you stumbled over here from Instagram, you will have seen that I got that PS4 for 75 bucks and humming right along.
It's working.
Working flawlessly.
This is where I leave you.
This is where she departs. It didn't come with controllers or cables, but I already had that to test it, and they even said I could bring it back if it didn't work, which was pretty sweet offer, but it did. So what was it valued at?
$150 not working.
$150 not working. So like no matter what, I knew I could double my money, but since it is working, it's probably the $200 to $250 range. So that's going to be a nice little flip to start everything off. That pays for the whole day. On top of that, at that same sale, there was some tools. I actually didn't look up comps on this. I don't know exactly what it does, but it's a CORNWELL, and it's made in the USA, and it has a part number, so that's all good stuff. It's the CF70. I don't know what it does. That was like a buck or two. And then I got a bunch of DEWALT and SKIL. There's more. Batteries. There's another DEWALT 14.4. And then this bag, just too girthy, full of items. Here's the work light. And again, this stuff wasn't tested, unknown working condition. So I got all those batteries, this, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5 chargers along with it for 10 bucks. Normally, anytime I see a battery charger, $2 to $5 if I can plug it in and it lights up. But for all that, like, that's probably $200 worth of stuff. I actually want to keep this work light though, because as you may have seen, we had a little bit of a break-in and someone took my Hilti work light. So this is, it'll cut it, but you know, it's just not the same. But SKIL's decent. I'll test it, see if it works. I did want to just pause and kind of discuss negotiation and like the etiquette of when you're at an estate sale, how do you work the pricing, you know? Because there is a method to it. I like to first build relationships with the companies, greet them when you come in the door, you know, like take an interest in like the stuff that's there, ask questions about like, oh, is this person a collector of this? You know, which may be obvious, but it opens the dialogue for just interesting stories and information about things at the sale that you may not have known have value. Artwork, glassware, electronics, collectibles, stuff that's in the case, maybe even things that they hadn't priced yet or brought out for sale, or even the upcoming sale, you know? And building those relationships can open to opportunities to do bulk buys or shop before the sale, which is more common than you would think, unless you, of course, have already taken that approach. But on the negotiation side of things, once you have a dialogue and you're going into the sale, I always like to find the expensive thing that I'm looking for a deal on first. What I mean is, don't go up and say, yeah, this was marked $1. Can I do 25 cents for this card? You know, don't start with the nickel and dime stuff. Go up with a substantial purchase, something that's, you know, $50, $100 or more, and try to wheel and deal on that, specifically on the last day. On the first day, it's frowned upon, and unless you have a very good relationship with the company, it's gonna start things off on a bad note, trust me. So go up, start negotiating with something that has, that's gonna put a substantial amount in their till. Once you've opened the door, once you have a relationship, then you can get into the bundled buys. And I mean, a lot of resellers will tell you, you know, just throw it out there. Just see if they'll go for the deal or not. Even companies, or, you know, if you're going to garage sales, it's not like you're going to build a rapport with the person, although you could, which probably has happened many times, some people. You can bundle a bunch of stuff together and just be like, what would you do for the pile? But like I'm saying, if you build a rapport, if you've already kind of committed to a high value purchase-ish, then there's more leeway. There's a little bit like of respect or reputation now, like, oh, okay, this person is already committing to spend money, and now they're gonna get rid of more stuff, more low value stuff. Then it's seen as a plus, whereas if you lead with low value stuff, then it's gonna kind of seem like, wow, this person's just gonna be a cheapskate and nickel and dime me. So hopefully that's a useful tip for you. If it is, tap subscribe. Hit the like button. I know I'm doing that. Share it. Comment. Okay. So anyway, back to the haul. So additionally in that bulk purchase was this Stanley number 220 planer. And it's complete. The blade looks decent. It's still got some wood in it. So oak. That went in my mouth. I don't know what this is going to sell for, but it was kind of part of that $10 buy. So yeah, complete, done. This is a Craftsman, older Craftsman. It's a speed wrench. And I actually don't know what these are fetching right now, but I really liked the handle. There was another one there that had like a rotating grip piece, but they had 20 on it, and I thought that was a little much. That one wasn't priced, so I was like, I can bundle this really easy. That's the thing. If you find stuff that's not priced, it's a lot easier for them to not associate a value with it particularly, or to feel like they already dedicated a price to that item, and now they're going to be letting down their client or betraying themselves by doing too much of a discount. So when you find stuff that's unpriced, that's actually, instead of being like, oh, they didn't price it, I don't want to bother asking, like, it's actually an opportunity for you to set the expectation for what you think it's worth. I don't know, you kind of have to feel it out, whether or not the person is, like, if you're looking and the prices are already really low on everything, then I would just take it up and not assign a value to it. But if I see that there's high prices on a lot of stuff, but then I see something that's not priced, then I'll take it up and I'll lead with, I'd do 5 on it, you know. Additionally, at this sale, there was, well, there's the power cord for the PlayStation 4. Close enough. Xbox controller. And I always like to check the battery compartment just to see if it's a red flag, no corrosion. That's basically what I look for. It's dirty. Like, it's gonna need to be cleaned, but Working. Erica wanted this reel of fishing line. So, oh, that will go to good use.
Snowflakes.
For hanging snowflakes. Very important this time of the year. There's a bunch of, I actually got these at the thrift store, so kind of sidetracking from the estate sale. Xbox controller still on. Now going back to the estate sale, this $5 for this motherboard, and then there's some RAM in there too. And I would say $50 probably would be $50 to $60 for this. Would be the expectation. Get this control. It's raining outside. So one of the cool draws of the estate sale, I noticed that they had a ton of media CDs, specifically like PC games, software. It's 50 cents a piece because it was $1, half off day. So, and he didn't even count them. He was just like, how about $10 for all of them? So he estimated that I had 20, and I think there's probably 30 plus in this, and then another 8 right here. So probably around 40, so closer to $20 worth, but he did it for 10. Here's some, just a sampling. So I just kind of looked for software that wasn't, it's hard to say. I have like kind of a lot, like Quicken is really good stuff. It sells really well. And this actually had, what is it? It had 2007, behind it's 2006. I don't know what it will sell for, but I look for the vintage games. This is a Dragon Ball Z project. I don't know if that's even worth anything, but I'd just taken a gamble. There's some GTA game, 50 Cent Bulletproof on Xbox. I don't know if you can see that. There it is. There's a lot. There's a lot. It would take a while to go through all. But if you're not currently keeping an eye out for PC and media, like, it's a big missed opportunity because it's undervalued a lot of the time, and there's people that like are seeking vintage computer games, vintage Apple software, vintage Microsoft software, old tax software, programs, you name it. There's people looking for it, and the crazy thing is it's easy to store, easy to ship. I usually don't test it. I'll look at the disc. If the disc looks horrible, then and it's worth it, then I'll take it to get it rebuffed. Otherwise, send it and cross your fingers. Let's see what else we got. Some people might not like that, but I've had very few, if any, returns, maybe 2 or 3 in my entire reselling stint, because a disc wouldn't work. And it was like, the funny thing is it was something that I had resurfaced and it was just a defective disc. So like, there's just times you can't, unforeseen things. Here is a bunch of sleeves. It was half off. It was $3 today. And I figured I bought all the discs, so I might as well get these nice sleeves so that I have something to shelve them in once they're rested. This is I think there's like 8 or something like that. These are 90s and slips. Kind of, some of them are skirt style, some of them are full style. These are personal. I'm not selling these. These are just for me to wear. And depending on the era, the brand, the material, the cut, you know, the silhouette, it's gonna dictate what they sell for. But generally, we'll get 20 on the low end, upwards to like 40, 50, 60 bucks if it's the right, all of those things, all of those characteristics. And those were $1 a piece today. Another thing that's undervalued, 90s. This was at the Restore. This is a like a trailer hookup, but it's got this adapter here. It's called the T-Connect Trailer Connector. I might actually just keep this for the truck. Let's see. Oh, there was some of this. This is like a cream and sugar, I think. And this was $2 for this set. EP copper lead mounts. I don't know. It was kind of cool and it was cheap. This was $1. And although I think it probably came with a lid, and I don't know what its use was, I'm gonna list it as a loving cup and see what I can get for it. Kind of drawing a blank here. I'll just move on. It was $1 for the pair of those. Okay, another really good find. This Olympus STYLUS. It works. Technical difficulties. Just had that just running across the stream. Does it need batteries? Looks like it's on. The Olympus STYLUS, I checked the comps on these and they were like up there, like $100 plus. And it was $250 today. So it never hurts to look through the shoebox of cameras, which is at like almost every sale. And then there was some old cutlery, couple spoons, some old flatware. I don't know. There's kind of cool designs on this one, and it matched. No, this one. And you probably can't see it, but it's called First Love. Yikes, that hits me right there. All right, well, I think these are the last two things. I'm sure you're excited to get along with your day. Ooh. $2. This is actually gonna go downstairs in the office. And then this guy, Paper Mill, Arnold Groomers, well known in the paper community. This guy, get your paper from him. So this is new. It says 65 was how much it was at the time. Not anymore. And they had it priced at 28, so it was $14 today. And the sold comps on eBay were around 60 to 70 bucks, and there's none active on Amazon, so that's where I'm gonna take it. All right, so what did we learn? Recap. Get to know your estate sale companies. Keep an eye out for PC software, battery chargers, and the bundle grundle. And on that note, I salute you. Signing off. Portland Picker number 2.